Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitam Scha Om Jnana Timarandasha Jnanajana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Badanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyambunim Sri Siddhanta Nidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubhanam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shridaram Vanshakopatarubyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're reading the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in sequence, and right now we're finishing the chapter 4, the confidential reasons for the Lord's appearance. So the non-confidential reasons are that the Lord descends to spread Sankirtan, and to taste rasa, and to give rasa to everyone up to Madhurya rasa. Those are the external reasons, and now this chapter deals with the internal reasons for the Lord's descent, and basically there are 3 reasons: to know the glory of Srimati Radharani's love, to taste that sweetness in him that only she can fully appreciate, and to know the happiness that she feels when she tastes the sweetness of Krishna. So those are the 3 reasons. And somebody could say, oh, well, this is the Govinda Mela. We're in the Govinda Mela, and these things are very high topics. So why are you reading them? But here, I'll start here, and this Krishnadas Kaviraj gives an answer. He says, all right? I'll start with verse number 230. Shri Radhaya Pranayam Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Svadyo Yenadbhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Vamadiyaha Sokyam Chasya Mad Anubhavata Kidrisham Vitilobad Tadbabadya Samajani Sachi Garba Sindo Harindu. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. So he comes and he's clothed in the Bhavakanti, the mood and the beauty of Srimati Radharani. And then Krishnadas Kaviraj explains, and this explanation will serve for all of us. Esab siddhanta guda kohite na jujai, na kohile keho ihar anta nahi pai. All these conclusions are unfit to disclose in public, but if they are not disclosed, no one will understand them. Ateva kohikichu korenya niguda bujibe rasika bhakta na bujibe muda. Therefore I shall mention them, revealing only their essence, so that loving devotees will understand them, but fools will not. Hridaye Daraye Jai Chaitanya Nityananda Esab Siddhante Se Paibe Ananda. Anyone who has captured Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu in his heart will become blissful by hearing all these transcendental conclusions. Esab Siddhanta Hoy Amrera Palava Bhaktagana Kokilera Sarvada Balava. All these conclusions are like the newly grown twigs of a mango tree. They are always pleasing to the devotees, who in this way resemble cuckoo birds. Well, sometimes the devotees resemble cuckoo birds, but actually the word being used here is kokila. It's translated as cuckoo birds, but the kokilas are not the kind of cuckoo bird that comes out of a clock. The kokilas, they sound. We always, when we're in Navadip, we always hear them. I can't. So, and they're they sing very beautifully, and they answer. We don't have kokilas here, but we have in the nighttime. Sometimes you can call out to the owls, and the owls will answer you. In Navadip, you can call out to the kokilas, and the kokilas will answer you. So. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Abhakta utsrera ite na hoy pravesh tabe chite hoy mora ananda vishesh. The camel-like non-devotees cannot enter into these topics. Therefore, there is special jubilation in my heart. Jailage kohite bai, se jani na jane, iha bai, kiva sukha ache tribhuvane. For fear of them I do not wish to speak, but if they do not understand, then what could be happier in all these three worlds? He says, so Krishnadas Kaviraj says, these things shouldn't be disclosed in public, but the devotees will relish them and the non-devotees won't understand anything. So I'll be very happy with this. And he says, for fear of the camel-like non-devotees, because the kokilas, they eat the mango buds, but camels, they eat thorns, and they cut their tongue, and the blood from their tongue mixes with the thorns, and they think that's very tasty. So for fear of the non-devotees, I do not wish to speak, but if they do not understand, then what could be happier in all the three worlds? Ateva bhaktagane kori namaskar, nishanke kohiye tara how chamatkar. Therefore, after offering obeisances to the devotees, for their satisfaction I shall speak without hesitating. Krishnara vichar ek achaye antare purnananda purnaras rupa kohe more. Once Lord Krishna considered within his heart, everyone says that I am complete bliss, full of all rasas. Ama hoite anandita hoy tribhuvan amake ananda dive aiche konjan. All the world derives pleasure from me. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Ama hoite jara hoy shata shata gun se jana agladite pare morapan. You have to forgive my Bengali pronunciation. Okay. One who has 100 times more qualities than me could give pleasure to my mind. Ama hoite guni bora jagate asambhav ekali radate taha koreanubhav. One more qualified than me is impossible to find in the world. But in Radha alone, I feel the presence of one who can give me pleasure. Koti kama jini rup jagjapi amar asamordva madhuryas samya nahijar morarupe apyayita hoy tribhuvan radharadarshane mora juraya nayan Although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, although it is unequaled and unsurpassed, and although it gives pleasure to the three worlds, Sing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. Moravamshi Gite Akarshaye Tribhuvan Radharavachane Hare Amara Shravan. The vibration of my flute attracts the three worlds, but my ears are enchanted by the sweet words of Srimati Radharani. Jajapiyamar Gande Jagat Sugandha Murachita Pranahare Radha Angad Gandha. Although my body lends fragrance to the entire creation, the scent of Radharani's limbs captivates my mind and heart. Jajapiyamar Rase Jagat Sharan Radhara Adara Rasa Amag Korebas Jajapiyamara Rase Jagat Saras Radhara Adara Rasa Amag Korebas. Although the entire creation is full of different tastes, because of me, I am charmed by the nectarian taste of the lips of Srimati Radharani. Jajapiyamar Sparsha Kotindu Shital Radhikara Sparshyama Kore Shushital. And although my touch is cooler than 10 million moons, I am refreshed by the touch of Srimati Radhika. Emata Jagatera Sukeyami Hetu Radhikara Rupa Guna Amara Jivatu. Thus, although I am the source of happiness for the entire world, the beauty and attributes of Sri Radhika are my life and soul. Ematanubhav Amara Pratita Bichari Dekiye Jadi Sabha Biparita. In this way, my affectionate feelings for Srimati Radharani may be understood, but on analysis, I find them contradictory. Radhara Darshane Mora Judaya Nayan Amara Darshane Radha Suke Agejan. My eyes are fully satisfied when I look upon Srimati Radharani, but by looking upon me, she becomes even more advanced in satisfaction. She's more satisfied seeing me. I'm satisfied so much by seeing her, but she's even more satisfied by seeing me. So how can I understand it? Baraspara Benu Gite Haraye Chetan Mora Brahme Toma Lere Korealingan. The flute-like murmur of the bamboos rubbing against one another stills Radharani's consciousness, for she thinks it to be the sound of my flute, and she embraces a tamal tree, mistaking it for me. Krishna Alingana, tamal trees are bluish, so Radharani embraces a tamal tree, mistaking it for Krishna. Krishna Lingana Painu, Janama Safale, Krishna Suke, Magna Rohe Brika Kore Kole. I've gotten the embrace of Sri Krishna, she thinks, so now my life is fulfilled. Thus she remains immersed in pleasing Krishna, taking the tree in her arms. Anukula Bate Jadi Pai Moraganda Uriya Padite Chahe Preme Hoi Anda. When a favorable breeze carries to her the fragrance of my body, she is blinded by love and tries to fly into that breeze. Tambula Charvita Jabe Kore Ashwadane Ananda Samudre Dube Kichwi Najane. When she tastes the betel chewed by me, she merges in an ocean of joy and forgets everything else. Amara Sangame Radha Pai Jai Ananda Shatamuke Bole Tabu Napai Tara Anta. Even with hundreds of mouths, I could not express the transcendental pleasure she derives from my association. Lila ante suke ihar angera madhuri tahadeki suke yami apana pashari. Sing the luster of her complexion. After our pastimes together, I forget my own identity and happiness. Doharaje samarasa bharata muni mane amara brajera ras seho nahi jane. The sage Bharata has said that the mellows of lover and beloved are equal, But he does not know the mellows of my Vrindavan. Anjara sangamayami jata sukha pai, taha hoite radha sukha shata adikai. The happiness I feel meeting Radharani is 100 times greater than the happiness I get from meeting others. Nirdutam rita madhuri parimala kaudyani bimbadaro vaksham pankaja surabam kuharita shlaga bidaste giraha angam chandana shitalam tanuriyam sondarya sarvasvabhak tvam asadya mamidam indriya kulam radhe muhur modate. My dear auspicious Radharani, your body is the source of all beauty. Your red lips are softer than the sense of immortal sweetness. Your face bears the aroma of a lotus flower. Your sweet words defeat the vibrations of the kokila or the cuckoo, and your limbs are cooler than the pulp of sandalwood. All my transcendental senses are overwhelmed in ecstatic pleasure by tasting you, who are completely decorated by beautiful qualities. Rupe kamsa harasha lubda nayanam sparshe ti rishat tvacham vanyam utkalita shrutim parimale samurishta nashaputam arajad rasanam kiladara pute nyanshan mukambo ruham dambo girna mahadritim bahir api projat vikara kulam. Her eyes are enchanted by the beauty of Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa. Her body thrills in pleasure at his touch. Her ears are always attracted to his sweet voice. Her nostrils are enchanted by his fragrance, and her tongue hankers for the nectar of his soft lips. She hangs down her lotus-like face, exercising self-control only by pretense. But she cannot help showing external signs of her spontaneous love for Krishna. Thus Srila Rupa Goswami describes the countenance of Radharani. Tate jani moteache kon ekras amara mohini rada tare korebas. Considering this, I can understand that some unknown mellow in me controls the entire existence of my captivator, Srimati Radharani. Amahoite Radhapai Jej Jatiya Suk Taha Ashwadite Yami Sudai Unmuk. I'm always eager to taste the joy that Radharani derives from me. Nana Jatna Koryami Nari Ashwadite Se Sukha Madhurya Grane Loba Bharijite. In spite of various efforts, I have not been able to taste it, but my desire to relish that pleasure increases as I smell its sweetness. Rasa Shwaditeyami Koila Avatar, Rasa Shwaditeyami Koila Avatar, Prema Rasa Shwadila, Bibida Prakar. Formerly I appeared in the world to taste rasa, to taste mellows, and I tasted that rasa of pure love in various ways. Raga Marge Bhakta Bhakti Kore Jay Prakare Taha Shikaila Lila Acharana Dware. I taught devotional service that springs from the devotee's spontaneous love by demonstrating it with my pastimes. 18 Trishna Mora Nakila Puran Vijatiya Babe Nahe Taha Ashwadan. But these three desires of mine were not satisfied, for one cannot enjoy them in a contradictory position. So one can't taste Radharani's mood and everything about Radharani from the position from outside, one only by taking that position of Radharani. So Radhikara Bhava Kanti Angikara Bine Setin Sukha Kabu Nahi Ashwarane. Unless I accept the luster of the ecstatic love of Sri Radhika, these three desires cannot be fulfilled. Radhabhava Angikori Doritara Barna Teen Sukha Shwadite Hava Avatirna. Therefore, assuming Radharani's sentiments and bodily complexion, I shall descend to fulfill these three desires. So that's what that title of that book, Heart and Halo, means. It refers to the Bhava Kanti of Srimati Radharani. Bhava is heart, her emotions, her feelings, and Kanti is her beauty. So heart and Kanti is her beauty, or her countenance, her Kanti is her beauty. So a heart and halo means the Bhava and Kanti of Srimati Radharani. Therefore, assuming Radharani's sentiments and bodily complexions, I shall descend to fulfill these three desires. Sarva Bhave Koila Krishna Eta Nishchai Henakale Aila Jugavatara Samai. In this way, Lord Krishna came to a decision. Simultaneously, the time came for the incarnation of the age. Sekale Shri Advaita Korana Aradan Tahara Hunkare Koila Krishna Akarshan. At that time, Shri Advaita was earnestly worshipping him. Advaita attracted him with his loud calls. Pita Mata Guru Gana Age Avatari Radhikara Bhava Barna Angikara Kori Navadipe Sachigarba Shuddha Dugdha Sindhu Tahate Prakata Hoila Krishna Purna Indu. First, Lord Krishna made his parents and elders appear. Then Krishna himself, with the sentiments and complexion of Radhika, appeared in Navadip like the full moon from the womb of Mother Sachi, which is like an ocean of pure milk. Eta Korilun Shashta Shlokara Bhyakyan Shri Rupa Gosara Para Padma Koridyan. Meditating on the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami, I have thus explained the sixth verse. E Dui Shloka Rami J Korila Arta Sri Rupa Gosara Shloka Pramana Samarta. I can support the explanation of these two verses, verse 5 and 6 of the first chapter, with the verse of Sri Rupa Goswami. Aparam Kashyapi Pranayi Jana Vrindasya Kutuki Rasastomam Ridva Madhuram Upabhoktum Kam Apiyaha Rucham Swam Avabre Dutim Iha Tadiyam Prakatayan Sadevas Chaitanya Kritir Atitaramna Kripayatu. Lord Krishna desired to taste the limitless nectarian mellows of the love possessed of one of his multitude of loving damsels, Shri Radha, and so he has assumed the form of Lord Chaitanya. He has tasted that love while hiding his own dark complexion with her effulgent yellow color. May that Lord Chaitanya confer upon us his grace. So, read it without interruption. Lord Krishna desired to taste the limitless nectarian mellows of the love possessed by one of his multitude of loving damsels, Sri Radha, and so he has assumed the form of Lord Chaitanya. He has tasted that love while hiding his own dark complexion with her effulgent yellow color. May that Lord Chaitanya confer upon us his grace. Mangala Charanam Krishna Chaitanya Tattva Lakshanam Prayojanam Chavatare Shloka Shaktar Nirupitam. Thus the auspicious invocation, essential nature of the truth of Lord Chaitanya, and the need for his appearance have been set forth in 6 verses. Shri Rupa Raghunath Parijara As Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishnadas. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi-lila, 4th chapter, describing the confidential reasons for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. And I was trying to remember the word that Guru Maharaj used describing all these chapters. Tomorrow's chapter is the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. So what the word that Govinda Maharaj used, and I said it was a Sanskrit word, but it was wrong. It's not Sanskrit. He used the word ontology. Ontology. And ontology means if you want to understand somebody, you have to understand their intrinsic nature, their inner nature. So if you can understand who Lord Chaitanya is, now Vrindavan Thakur says that Lord Chaitanya is an incarnation of Chirodakshai Vishnu, but Krishnadas Kaviraj doesn't say that. He says, well, all right, it's not untrue because Lord Chaitanya is the source of all incarnations. So when he comes also, all right, Chirodakshai Vishnu is also contained within him. But he says the real nature of Mahaprabhu is he's Krishna. Internally he's Krishna, but he's covered with the heart and beauty of Srimati Radharani. And therefore he appears as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is then you can, if you understand that as something of the ontology, you can understand a little bit of why Mahaprabhu acts as he does. Because what does Srimati Radharani feel in relationship with Krishna? Especially, her mood of service to Krishna is principally in separation. Especially after Krishna goes to Vrindavan, she's feeling deep separation. So, like the temple of the Samadhi of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, that Samadhi is called the temple of union and separation. So that's the principal mood given by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami of Srimati Radharani, service and separation. But he is Krishna, internally he's Krishna. He is covered with the mood and sentiments of Srimati Radharani. So taking her mood, what's he feeling from? Feeling separation from himself. So what would it mean if you were feeling separation from yourself? It would mean you're crazy. That's what it means. How would you feel separation from yourself? Must be some kind of psychosis or something, split personality. How can I feel separation from myself? But that's what Mahaprabhu feels, and especially that feeling of Mahaprabhu of service and separation of Srimati Radharani. It's a form of madness. And Mahaprabhu, there's that. At the same time, Mahaprabhu is the Acharya. Mahaprabhu, what he shows is the mood of the Acharya. He's not showing the mood of like the Sahajas, of gopis dancing with Krishna or anything like that. He's showing the mood of the Acharya, of the teacher. But at the same time, internally, especially in the later years of Mahaprabhu, it says, in the evening, his time with Ramananda Roy and Swarup Damodar are mad, insane performances. That's the way it's described. So now we're reading in sequence, and okay, so you happen to come here coincidentally when we're reading this chapter, the confidential reasons of Mahaprabhu's appearance. So this won't come up again, or whatever. But actually, the Chaitanya Charitamrita is so beautiful, and we'll continue hearing more. Now, today is Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima means appearance day of Vyasadeva. It's Vyasadev's appearance. And also, it's the beginning of Chaturmasya. Chaturmasya, because some people observe Chaturmasya beginning on the Ekadasi, some people observe Chaturmasya beginning on the Purnima, and some people maybe observe on the Dwarasi, I don't know. But in the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Chaturmasya begins on the Purnima. All the different months of Chaturmasya begin on the Purnima. Today is Purnima. So what is Purnima means full moon. And Amavasya means the dark moon, means you don't see the moon. It's the new moon. Guru Maharaj disappeared on the Amavasya. Bhaktivedanta Thakur disappeared on the Amavasya. Gadadhar Pandit disappeared on the Amavasya. And Srila Govinda Maharaj said, leaving on the Amavasya shows the humility of the Vaishnava. So today is the Purnima. And it's interesting because Gadadhar Pandit, Mahaprabhu appeared on the Purnima, and Gadadhar Pandit, who's the incarnation of Radharani, he appeared on the Amavasya. So what does that mean? Govinda Maharaj has explained it, that Mahaprabhu is like a thief. He has stolen the Bhavakanti, the effulgence, and the mood of Srimati Radharani, and he's left Gadadhar Pandit like a man dispossessed. Everything's been taken from him. And we saw that, I don't know where, I haven't seen today or yesterday, I didn't see Bimala. Has anybody seen Bimala?
She was RT.
Huh? She was what?
RT. Last night's RT.
Okay, RT. So Bimala, we actually experienced that one time. Bimala, when we were living at 17th Street, that used to be where our temple was, and now Jayanta and also Brajamohini, they're renting that place. And Bimala was living in the back, and one time she was inside the house taking a shower, and some thief broke into her room and stole her collections. And she came out of the shower, I think she was in a bathrobe, and she ran out to the street after the thief, and the thief was getting in his car and driving away, and Bimala was there pounding on the window or shouting at the man. You know, so like it gives you a mood of Gadadhar Pandit's mood towards Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is robbed Gadadhar Pandit, because Gadadhar Pandit is a Shakti incarnation. He's the incarnation of Srimati Radharani. But he appears on Amavasya, and Mahaprabhu appears on the Purnima, and not this Purnima, but Gaur Purnima, of course. But Mahaprabhu has taken the Pavan Kanti from Gadadhar Pandit. And Bhaktivedanta Thakur, he also chose that same day of Amavasya, the same day of Gadadhar Pandit to leave this world, which we celebrated about a month ago or something like that. But Gadadhar Pandit appeared on the Amavasya and disappeared on the Amavasya. So today, though, is not that. Today is Purnima, full moon. It's the beginning of Chaturmasya. So what, I'm not even going to say, well, okay, I'll say what the first fast of Chaturmasya is, but we won't observe it here. The first fast, if you read some translations, they'll say leafy green vegetables. We would say shak. The first fast of Amavasya, of Chaturmasya, the first fast of Chaturmasya is from shak. But we get so many vegetables donated, and we get lots of shak and lettuce and other things donated. So we're not going to fast from them. And even when I was in India, even when they were fasting, I'd go to Koikali. I'd visit the temple, and they were fasting from shak. When I went there, actually, they were fasting from yogurt. I think it was the third month, the third fast. And they gave all the preparations for yogurt they gave to me, and I said, but this month is a fast from yogurt, and they weren't eating it, and they said, this is Mahaprasadam, just take it and be quiet. So, okay, they gave me the yogurt. I'm also often told, just do this and be quiet. No, don't. Don't become a pandit. Just so here. Then somebody asked me, well, don't you observe the fast in Amavasya? Not Amavasya, I keep saying Amavasya, it's on my mind. But no, don't you observe the Chaturmasya fast? And I said, no, because these are for increasing our austerities during Chaturmasya, but it's already an austerity being in the West. And you could say, what does that mean, being in the West is an austerity? There's so much opulence in the West. Maybe that we don't have all the things available to cook that they have in India. So many nice things in India. If you read the Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many nice things, and you won't get most of them here. Where are you going to buy jackfruit? Oh, frozen jackfruit. Come on, that's not the real thing. It's not, well, it is, but it doesn't taste as good as fresh jackfruit. And then we had yesterday, who was it? Nandarani, she made bindi, okra, was very good. But normally, I don't know, I guess you have to go to Louisiana to get cooked okra or something like that. So okra, and then green papaya is very tasty. And in India, on Ekadasi, they make a preparation made with potatoes and green papaya and black pepper, a soup. It's so nice. But you can get green papaya here if you go to a Chinese store. They'll sell you green papaya. But it's not generally available. So many things. Bitter melon. There's some person who brings us bitter melon, but bitter melon is not very well known in America. You can get it in Indian stores. So many things. So I said it's an austerity being in the West. It's an austerity just being in the West, so I don't follow all the fast of Chaturmasya. But if you don't want to eat your spinach, then you don't have to eat your spinach. Many children refuse to eat spinach. It was Mahaprabhu's favorite preparation, spinach. But if you don't want to eat spinach, you want to be like a baby, you don't have to eat spinach. All right? So today we'll continue with the Govinda Mela, and I don't know what's on the agenda. There's different things on the agenda. So I think we have it posted outside here somewhere. Brinda's doing a program in the afternoon. Maharaj, I saw you're speaking again, right?
I think so, yeah.
How do you arrange that? Okay. Okay, so Maharaj is speaking, and what else is going on? Oh, all kinds of things. What?
Jairam and Arun Krishna.
Jairam and Arun Krishna, what are they?
For Krishna consciousness.
They're
Yeah.
about verses and singing or something? I don't know. Okay.
Kavi Kanapur,
Huh?
Kavi Kanapur and Bajare Rama.
What is that?
Kavi Kanapur. There was this question about, it says, remember, always remember Kavi Kanapur.
Huh? Kavi Karna. What's the discussion about? Okay. Kavi Karna. All right. That will be a program with Arun Krishna and Jairam. Okay. And we heard Jairam's daughter and the other Aryan devotees that were with her yesterday, and Nandakishore and Lavanya Sundari and the Aryan devotees were singing last night. It was very beautiful. It's part of our cultural program, cultural presentation. So any questions? Any questions about Govinda Mela? Any questions about Govinda Maharaj? Okay. All right. How many of you met? How many of you could meet Govinda Maharaj? Ratnavali, you can meet him, and all these persons here, they can meet Govinda Maharaj. Did you meet Govinda Maharaj? No. Did you? No. Ananda, you didn't meet him. The rest of you are too young. You didn't meet him. And Ratnavali met him, and Sri Lekha, Brajamohini, Divya Shakti. You met him, right?
Not quite, Maharaj.
No? Okay. And this is Madhu Chanda. She just came last night. She's the director of our Veracruz temple. And she personally got the land donated and built the temple, big temple with Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Nanda Nandana Jew. Beautiful deities. And Govinda Maharaj went many times to Veracruz, and now Niriya Maharaj is coming to Mexico, and he'll go to Ticul, to Veracruz, and he'll also go to Guadalajara, and probably also Morelia too. And then from there he'll go to Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela. So if any of you want to join us, welcome to book your ticket. If you're very rich, you can go there. You don't have to work. Those who don't have a job, like Braja Mohini has a job, but anyone who doesn't have a job and whose father was a rich zamindar, had many thousands acres of land, they can buy a ticket and go with us to South America. You know, as long as you don't mind altitudes. Okay? All right, look at your clock. We're going to start singing. Any other questions? There were no questions, but okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama. Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinatha Maranama. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Janardan Seva Sadi Gora Bhaktivedanta. Jai Rupa Sanata Bhakta Raguna. Sri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raguna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Jai Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai Jai Srila Shri Govinda Mela Ki Jai Jai Srila Govinda Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Nehru Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tarasada Sri Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tarasada Sri Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Ragana Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Ragana Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Prem Se Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Vishvavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupad Ki Jai Jai Srila Bhakti Kusham Ashram Maharaj Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai Shri Mayapur Ki Jai Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Saparshada Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai Ganga Devi Ki Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai Shri Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande,
Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki
Jai Sri Bhakti Vigraha Nyasi Maharaj ki jai, Sri Bhakti